So in today's session, we will be discussing what are the HTML quotations and citation elements we can use in HTML source code. There are certain tags we are using to highlight what quotations and citation elements in HTML. So here in this particular slide, I have just listed out some of the tags, and along with the tags, I have highlighted what are the description about those tags. You can observe here, I'm going to include what abbreviation tag. So ABBR is the tag name. So here we can specify the title attribute for this, and this is nothing but the value for the title. So this title is nothing but attribute for abbreviation tag. And why this tag is used? This tag is used to define an abbreviation or acronym for the particular text. So for that reason, we are using what abbreviation. And also to specify address, we are using what address tag here, so that we can define a contact information for the author or owner of the document. So we can place what this address portion or address tag in HTML code. So for that reason, we can use what address tag here. And to specify or to define the text direction, so we can use a BDO tag. BDO stands for bidirectional override. BDO stands for bidirectional override. This tag is used to define the text direction. So whether my text direction is from right to left or left to right, so that we can specify with the help of dir attribute. So this attribute is indicating what direction, dir, and the value we can set here is either I can specify the value RTL to indicate right to left, or else we can use what LTR to indicate what left to right. So this is what, with the help of this, we can define the text direction. Sometimes we need to specify the text direction, how my text direction is available. Okay. And also to highlight what some of the quotations in the HTML web document, we can use what a block quote tag to highlight what some of these sections in the document to be quoted from another source. So avaga ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು, we can use what a block quote tag here. And also to mark a certain title of the work, so we can use a cite tag here, so that we can mark citation elements in the HTML code. And also to include a short inline quotation, we can simply use a Q tag to highlight a quotation in the HTML document. So now let us see how we can implement all these tags with one simple example by writing all the tags in one single document. So for that, I will open what a new document again. So in this, I will write what a sample HTML code here. So HTML, we need to close HTML here. So this is closing tag, and in between we need to write what a head tag, and we need to close this head tag. In between head tag, we need to write what title tag, and within this, I'm going to specify what should be the title of the document. So in this case, now I'm going to specify what quotation and citation demo. So this will be the title for my document, and now I'm going to close this title. And after closing this head tag, below this I'm going to write what a body section of the document. So for that we need to include what a body tag. Similarly, we need to close this body tag. So this is what the mandatory tags we need to implement, or we need to write while writing HTML source code. And now onwards, what I will do, I'm going to place some of the elements within the body of the document here. So assume that now I want to implement what quotations and citation elements in the web document. So for that, what I will do, I will include the quotation and citation related elements in this body section. So for that, what I will do, I'm going to include what abbreviation, and I'm going to specify the title for this. Say for example, I'm going to write here as a device. Okay, so this is abbreviation opening tag. So I need to close this opening tag here. And after this, assume that I'm going to write what? A computer. Okay, and here I'm going to close this abbreviation tag. So ABBR. So this is what a closing tag. So if you remember, please try to observe here. This entire portion is nothing but opening tag of abbreviation. As I earlier said that in previous session, in opening tag itself, I can specify HTML attribute. So here I'm going to specify the attribute. So how to write the attribute here? So we need to write what? Name of the attribute is equal to, within double quotation, we need to specify the value. So in a similar fashion, what I have done here, title is the attribute, and a device is nothing but the value I'm going to specify like this. Okay. So after this, I'm going to close this opening tag here, and this is the closing tag. In between opening and closing tag, here I'm going to write what? The content. So this is the content for abbreviation tag, like we have done for title tag here. So this is opening tag for title, and this is a closing tag for the title. In between we have placed the content. So similar way, we have done this one also. Okay, so now let me save this with the HTML extension. So for that, I'm going to click on save as here. I'm going to save on a desktop. Within the double quotation, let me specify see quote.html. Okay, so now I'm going to save this. Go to the desktop here. It has already created one quote.html file here. So if I double click on this, it will open a web document wherein which it will display what? One content. Okay, so let me resize this. Look at the document now. So this is nothing but the title. Okay, and here you can see here it is showing a computer. So what I have written in the source code, you can observe here. This is the source code. It is showing me a computer here. But if I move cursor on it, then it has to display this abbreviation what I have written here. Okay, so now you can observe here, for a computer, it has included what? One dotted line below. Okay, so there is a dotted line appearing below a computer. So now if I move a cursor on it, you can observe here, when I move cursor on that particular text, now it is displaying me uh, a, it is displaying me a device. You can observe, isn't it? So when I move a cursor on it, you can see it is showing me a device. So that is nothing but this one. Whatever the abbreviation title we have specified, it is showing me. So assume that I'm going to write this one as uh, title as a device which is used for processing data. So let me write this, and again I'm going to save this go to web document, reload this, and again when I move a cursor on it, you can see it is showing entire message what I have written in the title value. So this is what abbreviation, this is what the use of abbreviation tag. So similarly, we can write what address tag also. Let me do that. So after this abbreviation, let me include one break tag here so that it will break the line into an break the new line. Okay, so after this, assume that now I'm going to include what address of the author. Say for example, here I'm going to include what address of the author here. Say for example, Arjun Nayak. Okay, so press enter here, and after this, let me specify Bengaluru. Okay, so after this, let me close this address tag. Okay, so now let me save this, go to a web document, reload this. As you can see here, it is showing me address by emphasizing the text. You can observe. So it is showing me the address, so which is looking like what italicized text now. So this is nothing but the address block, we can say. Okay, so like this we can write what address block by using what address tag. So similarly we can include a text direction here. Okay, say for example, now I'm going to use a BDO now. BDO direction is equal to, let me specify RTL first. Okay, so now what I will do, I'm going to write what some text here. Say for example, I'm going to write a text. Okay, and after this, let me close this video tag. Okay, so before this, let me break. Okay, now I'm going to include what one break tag here. Okay, so that it will go to next line, and after going to next line, it will execute this particular code. Okay, so now let me save this. Go to a web document. Now reload this. You can see whatever the text I have written here, it is what a text, TEXT. But here, what it has displayed, TXET. So that is nothing but it has changed the direction to what? RTL. So now this is having the direction from right to left. So now I can change this one by using what? LTR. Let me do this, and let me click on save here and go to web document and click on reload. So now we can see what a normal direction, that is from left to right direction we are able to see. This is regarding what a BDO. So sometimes I need to include what block quotations. Now I want to highlight what some of the portion of the document with a block quotation. So then I can use what block quote. Continuously we need to write block quote. Okay, so in between, let me write this is quoted text, and let me close this block quote by using a closing tag for block quote. So now I'm going to save this. Okay, again I'm going to include what one BR tag here. So now let me save this. Go to web document again, click on reload button. Now we can see here it has included some tab space here. Okay, so that after leaving some tab space, the content is displaying. So that is nothing but block quote, the use of block quote. Okay. Uh, Similarly, we can mark the citations by using what site. So for, let me show you. Let me include a BR tag here so that it will break the line. And let me include a cite tag here. And let me write this is cited text. Okay, so let me close this cite tag and let me include BR tag here. So now let me save this, go to web document and reload this. Now you can see here, this is what the cited text. Again, it is similarly looking like italicized text itself, but it is what the cited text we can say. So similarly, we can include the quotations for the text. Okay. So for that, I can use simply a Q tag. So this is Q tag text. Okay. Let me close this Q tag and let me include one new line. So now click on save here, go to web document and reload this. Now you can see this is nothing but the quoted text. It has been quoted within double quotations. So like this, we can use what quotations and citation elements in HTML. So what we have discussed here, we have discussed how we can use abbreviation tag, so this one, and also how to use address block by using address tag, how we can set the bidirectional orientation text for the particular text by using a BDO and direction tag here, and also how we can leave some tab space, indent space for the text by using a block code, so that it will leave what some space here and it will include the text here. And after that, how to mark citations for the text by using a cite tag, and also how we can use quotations by using Q tag. So these are what certain HTML quotation and citation elements. So similarly, we can use what some of the HTML computer code elements. Assume that I am highlighting what some computer code on my web document. So at that time, I want to highlight this computer code with a different formatting itself. So my code should look like a programming code. So at that time, what I can use these tags, so that these tags will what reserve some pre-formatted text, and also these tags will use certain programming code style. Okay, so for that we are using what these kind of tags. So what are the tags we can use to implement the computer code elements in HTML? So the first tag is code, which can be used to define a programming code in the main document. Okay, so assume that in a web document I want to highlight the source code itself. I want to highlight the source code itself. At that time, I can include code tag, and within this I can write the source code itself, so that whatever has been written in this particular tag, the computer will treat that the entire thing is the programming code, and I need to represent as it is. Okay, so at that time I can use what a code tag. And similarly, I want to define what a keyboard input. So at that time, what I can use a KBD tag. And I want to define a computer output. I can use a sample tag, that is SAMP tag. Similarly, I want to define a mathematical variable in my code. In my document. At that time, I can use what a variable tag called as VAR. And suppose sometimes I want to define the pre-formatted text. At that time, I can use what? Pre-tag. So let me show you how we can implement these computer code elements in HTML with an example. So for that, I will again open a new text document here. So now I'm going to write very quickly HTML basic tags here. Within this head tag, I need to close this head tag, and within head tag, title tag. So within title tag, now I'm going to specify what computer code elements demo. So now I'm going to close this title tag, and after closing header tag, now I need to specify what body tag, and let me close this body tag. So within this body tag, now I want to implement what are the tags used for computer coding elements. Okay, so now assume that I'm going to include what a code tag now first. Okay, before this, now let me show you the normal text. Okay, this is a normal text. Okay, so without using any kind of a tag, now I'm going to use what? Just one sentence called as this is a normal text. So now let me save this with the HTML extension on the desktop. Let me save this one as COMP demo .html. Okay, so click this and go to desktop here. As you can see, we are getting a COMP demo file has been created. Now double click on this. You can see this is a normal text. Okay, so now I want to make this one as a computer code text. So at that time, I need to modify the source code here. And now look at this. What I will do, I will include the entire text in code here. So similarly, I need to close this code tag. So now let me save this, go to web document and reload this. You can see the text font style and size has got changed completely. So this is not a normal text now, because whatever the text we have included, this is what a normal text. But when we place this particular text within a code, then what happened? The entire coding format it has applied for this particular text. So the font style is going to change, and also the font size is going to change. Okay, so with the help of this particular font style, we can implement what computer programming code. Okay, so similarly, we can use what KBD tag. KBD tag. This is keyboard input tag. So let me close this KBD tag. So now click on save here, go to document and reload this. You can observe this is what a keyboard input tag. Okay, so similarly, I can use a sample tag, that is SAMP, to highlight what the output. This is output. Okay, so when I include some text within SAMP tag, it will appear like this. So I cannot see much of the difference in the font style and their size, but somewhat they are looking similar. Okay, and when I want to, okay, let me include a break tag here. After this, assume that I want to include what some mathematical variables. At that time, I can use VAR. Say for example, I want to include what C is equal to A plus B. Okay, suppose when I include like this, C is equal to A plus B. So this is what a normal text. Now save this, go to document and reload. You can see here, this is what normal text now. Now let us see what happens if I include this one within a variable tag. Okay, so now let me close this variable tag. Now what I have done, I have included this particular text within a variable tag. So now let me observe what happens here. If I, okay, let me save this. Okay, so now go to document, reload this. Now you can see here, there is a slight changes in a variable. So now what it has did, so it has italicized all the text here. You can observe. So some of the variables what I have defined along with the operator and the variables got italicized. Okay, so this is what happening when I am including what variable tag for highlighting mathematical formulas. Okay, so now let me break this line by including a BR tag. So now what happens if I include a paragraph tag? So this is after this. Now look at this, what I will do. I will press enter twice here. Now what I will do, this is the after this again I'm going to press some enter here, and I will write what a paragraph here. Okay, and after this I will close this paragraph tag here. Look at this, what I have done here. This is the opening tag of the paragraph, as you know, and this is what a closing tag of the paragraph. But in between, what I have done, I have written this particular content by using a certain spaces, and I have pressed the enter key twice, right? So if I save this and if I execute, reload this particular page, you can see it is not showing any spaces what I have left in the source code. But what I require after this is, it has to leave some spaces in between, and it has to display the word, and after that it has to leave some 2 lines of space, and after that it has to display what paragraph. But here when I execute this particular code, you can see here the entire portion is coming continuously. That means what? It has not preserved. It has not preserved any kind of a white spaces as I require. To achieve this, instead of a p tag, I can use what? Pre tag. Pre-formatted tag I can use. Now let me show you what is the use of a pre tag. So now instead of a p tag, now what I will do? I will include this tag now. I will include this pre tag now. Okay, so in this particular place. And also similarly, I need to close this pre tag here. So now what I have done, I have opened the pre tag here, and let me close the pre tag here. Okay, now see the difference. Now I'm going to save this, and I will reload the original web page. Now observe this particular sentence. Let us see what happens. Reload it. You can see here it has preserved the white spaces, and it is showing the output as I require. Okay, so similarly now let me make some changes here. So this is after this. Now I'm going to press delete button, delete button, delete button. Okay, so now it is what showing this is the in one particular sentence or one particular line, and after this it has included 2 lines of a space here, and after that it has to display paragraph. Okay, so now let me save this. Again reload this. You can see here now it is showing what? This is the in a single line, and after that it has left 2 lines of a space, and after that it is showing what? A paragraph. So this is how we can preserve the white spaces, and how I require the output. In a similar way we can generate the output by using what? Pre-tag. So this is what the use of pre-tag. And the next tag is HTML font tag. We can use the HTML font tag so that we can add a font style, and we can specify the size for the font, and also we can specify the color for the font on my web page. And even we can also use what base font tag to set all your text to the same size or face or color with the compatibility of our web browser. Okay, so these are the basically two tags we can use to set HTML font style, size, and color for my web document. So let us see one example here. So if you observe this particular code, so here I'm going to use what a font tag here. As you can observe, I'm using font tag. Within a font tag, I can use a face attribute. Face is the attribute I can use along with the font tag. And also I can use the size as an attribute, color as an attribute here. So with the help of a face attribute, I can set the value for the face. That means we can specify the style for the font, in which style it has to display. So in this case, I am setting the style as Vardhana so that it will apply Vardhana style for the font what I am going to include. And also I can specify the size for the font by using a size attribute, and I can specify the value. So in this case, I am going to specify the value as 7. Similarly, I can specify the color of the font by using a color attribute, and I can specify the size by using a hexadecimal coding value. So this coding is including what? RGB format. So in hexadecimal, what happens? Let me show you. In hexadecimal, what happens? Hexadecimal code should begin with what? Hash symbol, and after this it will consume what? 6 spaces. It will consume what? 6 digits. So starting 2 digits it will consider for R value, that is nothing but a red value. Later on 2 digits it will consider for green values, and the last 2 digits it will consider for blue value. So we need to specify the color value by using what? A hexadecimal code which is used for RGB format. Okay, so let me explain with an example now. So let me open a new text document here. Let me close this. Let me go to desktop. So now let me quickly write HTML code, basic code. Header tag. Okay, within header tag, now I need to specify the title. Now I'm going to specify title as HTML font demo. Okay, so now let me close this title tag, and after header closing tag, now I need to specify what? Body tag. Okay, so now assume that this is a normal text. So this I want to display. Okay, so I'm not using any of the tags here. So normally it will display what? The text here. Okay, so now let me save this with the HTML extension. Within a double quotation, let me specify file name as font demo.html. Let me close this. Click on save. So go to desktop here. It has created a font demo file like this. Now let me double click on this. It will open a web page where in which it is having the text as this is a normal text, because I have just included what a normal text within the body part. Okay. Now I want to specify what a different font style and size and also I want to specify the color for the font. So for that, what I will do, I'm going to use what a font tag here. Let us press enter here. Uh, okay, so immediately before this is a normal text, here what I need to do, I need to use a font tag here. Font tag, along with this, I need to use what attributes. Face attribute I need to use equal to value I need to set as Vardhana. You can choose a different style here. Now I'm going to use Vardhana as a style here. And also I want to use a size for the font. Now I'm going to assume that I'm going to specify size as 30. Okay, so now along with this I want to even specify color also. Okay, let me do one by one. Now let me specify only font face, and after this I need to close this font tag here. You can observe this is the opening tag of the font along with the face attribute, and this is the closing tag of the font. In between I am using what this is normal text. Now let me save this, go to document, reload this page. You can see here the font style got changed here, isn't it? Assume that now I'm going to specify face as Arial. Okay, so now let me save this, go to document, reload. So now this is what Arial font style. Similarly, I can specify what Cambria. Okay, so now let me save this, go to document, reload. So this is what Cambria style. Likewise, we can specify different styles here. Okay, let me include Vardhana only. Okay, so now along with this, suppose I want to increase the font size. So for that, I need to use what a size attribute along with the font. Size is equal to, let me specify size as 30. Now click save button. Now go to document and reload this. Now you can see the font size got increased. So it is increased by 30 pixels. So now, sorry, 30 points. And now it got increased to 30 points. So similarly, now I want to specify the color of the text now by using what a color option here. Color is equal to, so I can use what a hexadecimal code here, FF0000. Okay, so this is indicating what highest value for red color. Okay, so these values must be from 0 to F. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. After 9, A, B, C, D, E, F. So maximum F I can specify, minimum value I can specify is 0. So in this case, it has to generate a color, red color. So now let us save this, go to document and reload this. You can see my text color got changed to red. Assume that I want to highlight my text color with a green color. At that time, I can decrease these values to 0, and I can increase these values because these values are for meant for green. So now let me specify F for that particular position. And now let me save this and go to document and reload this. Now we can see my text is appearing in terms of a green. Similarly, I want to highlight with a blue. Then what I need to do, I need to decrease these values as 0, 0, and I need to increase these values as FF. So now save this and go to document and reload. Now we can see it is in what? Blue. So similarly, we can specify different color combinations by setting values for this one. So let me specify values as 3, 3, 6, 6, okay, and FF. So now let me save this and go to document and reload this. So this is what different color. Okay. So likewise, we can specify the font, face, size, and color for the mm, my text within the web document. So hope you have understood.